They called him stupid. They said he couldn't learn. Even his teachers gave up on him. But that boy, the one the world had written off, would one day light up the entire planet. His name was Thomas Edison. In 1847, in a small town in Ohio, Edison was born into a world that didn't see his worth. His teachers thought he was slow, unteachable. One day he brought home a letter from school. His mother opened it, and with tears in her eyes, she told her son, "Tom, you are a genius. This school is too small for you. One day you will show the world what you're capable of." Years later, Edison discovered what the letter actually said. "Your child is addled. He cannot be taught." But by then, it didn't matter. His mother's belief had already planted a seed stronger than doubt. She had convinced him that different could mean powerful. As a boy, Edison was endlessly curious. He took apart machines just to see how they worked. By 12, he was selling newspapers and candy on trains. But that wasn't enough. He set up a tiny laboratory inside the baggage car. Bottles, wires, chemicals. Chaos to others. Magic to him. Until one day, an experiment went wrong. The car burst into flames. Edison was thrown off the train. But did he stop experimenting? No. He simply said, "Now I know what doesn't work." As a teenager, another challenge came. He began to lose his hearing. For most people, that would have been a tragedy. For Edison, it became an advantage. He said, "I can work more peacefully now. Silence helps me think." What others saw as weakness, he turned into strength. And then came the dream that defined him: to create a light bulb, a lamp that didn't burn out, a light that could bring day into night. He tried once, failed. He tried twice, failed. 10 times, failed. 100 times, failed. 1,000 times, failed. People laughed. They mocked him. They said, if it hasn't been invented yet, it never will be. But Edison didn't believe in impossible. When a reporter asked him, how did it feel to fail 1,000 times? Edison smiled and said, I didn't fail 1,000 times. The light bulb was an invention with 1,000 steps. And finally, after years of sweat, rejection, and endless failure, in 1879, the darkness was broken. The first practical electric light bulb shone brightly. Cities lit up. The night was no longer to be feared. Humanity had entered a new age. But Edison didn't stop there. He gave the world the phonograph, the first machine to record sound. He created the motion picture camera, the beginning of cinema. He improved the telegraph and the telephone. By the end of his life, he held 1,093 patents. Yet, his greatest invention was not in the lab. It was his belief. Genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. In 1931, when Edison died, America dimmed its lights in his honor. Imagine that. The boy once called too stupid to learn had become the man who gave light to the world. And that is the legacy of Thomas Edison. Failure is not the end. Weakness can become strength. Persistence. Persistence is the real genius. But this story is not just about Edison. It's about you. The next time you feel like giving up, ask yourself, will you quit at your 10th failure? Or will you push through to your 1,000th step, the one that changes everything? Edison didn't just invent the light bulb. He proved that even the darkest night will surrender to those who refuse to quit. Edison's journey lit up the world, but he's not the only one. Subscribe to Mind's Echoes and discover the hidden stories of heroes you've never heard of.